Hi guys, welcome to another update. I hope everyone is well. I know these videos don't get as much engagement compared to my normal vlogs, but don't worry, I'm just doing this for the people that do give a shit and want to kind of track exactly what I'm doing within these phases and how I'm feeling, etc. and all that type of stuff. If you are interested, of course, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here and all that kind of good stuff. But we are 8 weeks out, well 7.5 weeks out now, which is fucking absolutely crazy. So how did my last week go? On average, I dropped 0.6 of a pound, which is a big drop for me. Normally I'm dropping like 0.2, 0.3, so a 0.6 was a big drop. I've been hovering around 149, 148 pounds for the last 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's been slightly demotivating for me because I get motivated. I don't know about you guys, but I get motivated from seeing a drop on the scale weight. Like if I weigh myself and I see a new low, that motivates me to start cracking on. Yes, what I'm doing is going well. And lately, of course, I didn't see that. However, last week, my body weight my highest my body weight was 149.9. I dropped down to 146.9, so I dropped roughly about 3 pounds in body weight last week. No idea how, no idea, with no changes at all. So it just goes to show that you need to be consistent, you need to be patient with whatever you are doing in order to see a result on the scale weight. Now don't get me wrong, we are not focusing solely on scale weight right now. We're focusing on performance, we're focusing on details, photos, how I'm feeling, etc., which I do believe is way more important than what the scale weight says, because there's so much that goes into the scale weight, like I've mentioned before. Like if you haven't had a shit for a couple of days, that's going to affect your scale weight, you know, stress, cortisol levels, all this type of stuff, water intake, you know, food intake, did you eat, you know, later that night. There's so much that goes into the scale weight. However, it did motivate me seeing that drop on scale weight, and I was thinking, fuck yeah, like I was ready to kill the week or kill the day. My average dropped about 0.6 this week, or last week I should say, and now I'm sitting around, it's refeed day, so my body weight typically goes up a little bit. I'm sitting around 147, 148 right now. So nice little drop on the scale weight. I felt it. I felt shit, not gonna lie to you. As soon as that 3 pounds came off, or that 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds came off, I felt absolutely fucking shit. I felt it, like on particular movements, I felt fucking dreadful. Everything just felt harder. I was dragging my feet around, but my body's quite smart when it comes to adapting. So if I stay a little, for example, if my body weight drops, at first I'll feel shit, then my body adapts to it and I start to feel somewhat better. Don't get me wrong, I still feel shit on a daily basis, but I do feel a little bit better now, which is good. Implementing the 2 refeed days, so I'm refeeding every 8 days. You guys know, on 550 grams of carbs, 40 grams of fat and 200 grams of protein. So be on the lookout for tomorrow's video, where I will be going through my refeed day, showcasing you what exactly I'm eating on those particular days, because it is always interesting and I love it. Oh, just thinking about it right now just makes me fucking so damn happy. And as you can see, I'm in a lot more positive mood today than I am in other videos where I'm a bit fucking kind of thing. So overall, yeah, a really productive week. From a training standpoint, all-time PBs. I hit pendulum, the Atlantis pendulum. In my off season, I was doing 75 for 5 or 6 reps. I'm now doing 72.5 for a set of 12 I did with Nathan today, this week at Physique's gym. I've never done that before in my life, and I'm 25 pounds lighter than what I was in my off season. So it just goes to show that you can still make some progress no matter what phase you are in. Like a lot of people assume within their calorie deficits that you can't make any progress. You definitely can. If you have programmed your volume, your training all correctly, and you're assessing and you're using your logbook as a feedback tool, you can make some sort of significant progress within your deficit. So don't automatically assume that you're going to drop numbers, because don't get me wrong, I've said this before, you will drop some numbers, and I'm not the strongest on some particular movements. My pressing is nowhere near as strong as what it used to be, but my pulling movements and my lower body movements in general, like my deadlifts, you know, my pendulum squats, my Cybex hack here and there, leg pressing is all the strongest it's ever been. Yeah, take that into consideration, guys. You can make some really good progress despite how lean I am right now. So training's been very good, very consistent, and another week of just yielding that progress. So what I do in my training right now is I've always said this, and I said this on Instagram the other day, is ensuring that you are earning the right to progress. So are you working beyond the given rep range? So if you're doing like a set of 10 to 12, I would work that particular weight to a set of like 14 or 15 to make sure that you're earning the right to progress. Then increase the loading and build up from, let's say, a set of 10 up to 15 again. Always confirm and stop chasing logbook numbers, and it's okay to stay at our weight for, let's say, 3 or 4 weeks, the exact same weight, as long as you're increasing the reps that you are doing, feeling better, the execution's better, that is progress within itself. So take that into consideration, guys. Don't be just chasing down that logbook every single week, because what you do when you chase a logbook is you take away from the execution side of things, and it's just a case of moving weight from A to B. And unfortunately, that moving weight from A to B is only going to take you so far. You need to be taking the muscle through its fullest range of motion and actually finishing a set going, fuck me, I felt that exactly where I wanted to feel, instead of finishing it and going, well, I don't really know where I felt that. So training wise, I'm earning the right to progress. I'm staying at a particular weight for numerous amounts of weeks and ensuring that I'm either improving the execution, improving the amount of repetitions, and generally feeling a lot better after that set. And your logbook will always be your feedback tool based upon that. Physique wise, I've noticed a few more lines in the glutes, a few more separations here, there, and everywhere. Midsection is getting definitely a lot more tighter, starting to see a more grainy, dry look about me, which is freaky, and I fucking love it. Of course, we know that I'm not going to be the biggest on stage. We know that, you know, I'm fucking 147 pounds right now. I'm fucking tiny. Most of the females weigh more than me. Children weigh more than me nowadays. You know it is. So the goal for me is to bring that grainy, disgusting, dry look to stage where people go, wow, he has dug deep, because it's very easy just getting into shape. Like, it's very easy for anyone to do that, just to lose weight, but not everyone can get into the stage competition, well, the condition which I want to get in, which is fucking absolutely peeled. So I'm starting to notice a few more details in the glutes, of course, hamstrings. I think that we still have another like 4 or 5 pounds to come off within this phase. Like I said, I'm 8 weeks out, so I've got plenty of time to keep going, and if I want to compete, you know, at the British finals and potentially aim for the worlds, I've got, you know, plenty of time on my hands, and I'm sure I'll be able to improve in those phases for sure. A little bit nervous. I'm getting way more nervous now, because I'm getting closer to, like, you know, the stage. With social media, with people watching me on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that, there's a certain pressure, like, I have to do well. I know there's going to be people out there which are going to watch me and go, fuck me, he's smaller, or he's disappointed, I thought he was going to be better than that. But I know there's going to be people that actually think, yes, George is looking really, really, so there's that kind of pressure, if that makes sense, for me right now. And I want to ensure that I give absolutely everything to ensure that I'm the average person at the end of the day, and I want to showcase that if I can do it, then you guys watching can do absolutely anything, because I'm no one special. I'm no genetic freak. I'm no fucking, you know, the biggest guy you've ever watched on Instagram or YouTube, anything like that. So a little bit nervous. I'm sure I'll overcome that. If I can stand on stage in front of hundreds of people, I'm very confident I'll be okay. Sleep wise has been a lot more better this week. I found that I've just been getting myself into more of a routine, so cutting off I've been eating very close to my bedtime lately, just kind of, I don't know why I've been doing that, but I've been giving myself a little bit more room. So about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I would have my final meal, then I would relax, I'd have my supplements, then I'd go to bed. I found that my sleep has been a lot more better and a lot more deeper as well, which has been very important. So that's one thing which has improved. I went to London on Sunday and I did like 16,000 steps, and fuck me, it made my legs so sore going into yesterday's leg session. I was very draggy feet when going around London, but that was a one-off. I'm fully aware of that, and I'm learning to kind of switch off and do stuff with my girlfriend that potentially I've not been able to do for such a long time, because I do believe you can have a balance. And don't get me wrong, I won't be eating fucking food in London and enjoying myself from that standpoint, but you can still very much do spontaneous things with your partner and stuff like that. And it's been a lot for me it's taken me a lot to understand that, and I've been very selfish and stubborn, but I'm realizing that now going forward, that we can do stuff and enjoy ourselves despite being on competition prep. So that was nice, going to London with the girlfriend. Other than that, we went to King's Gym last week, which was, yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was just too busy, the equipment was there, but the atmosphere was really good. Managed to pull 144 set of 9 on the deadlifts, which I was very happy about, something which I've actually progressed whilst being in a deficit for sure. Nutrition wise, all very much the same, eating the same old stuff. That's what I've always preached to you guys. If you want a consistent data from your, you know, scale weight, how you're looking, how you're feeling, I would always recommend and advise keeping every variable as consistent as possible. So your pre and post workout meal, very consistent, where you're placing your fats, how much protein you're having, meal timings, you know, water intake, sodium intake. If you can keep all this very consistent, you will see consistent data when it comes to feedback on the scale weight, how you're looking, how you're feeling, like I've already mentioned. Nutritional wise, all very much the same. Stim usage, I'm still using my MVP and I'm using pre-workouts on my leg days, and I'm also using just black coffees on my push days and pull days. So that's about it really. If I'm deadlifting, I'll have a pre-workout, because come on, it's just a fucking, it's deadlifting. So yeah, all in all, I'm in a really good position. 8 weeks out. So the goal for this week is to not make any changes. AJ hasn't made any changes for me going into this week. I still believe that we can drop some sort of scale weight or body weight this week going into seven weeks out, which is fucking crazy. I've ordered my posing trunks. I've ordered absolutely everything, booking hotels, ready for the weekend, and I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited, and feeling slightly nervous as I get closer to the show, but I'm willing to put absolutely everything into this, guys. I don't think you realise how much this fucking means to me. I've been dieting for so long now that this is what I dream of. It's the career that I've always wanted to do. It's something which I've always wanted to do as well, compete. It's just not having the bollocks to do it, always thinking that I'm too small. And my off-season look is shit. I look absolutely terrible in my off-season. I don't even look like I lift. Once you put the hard work in, once you get off some sort of body fat, you will see the tissue that you've earned. You will definitely will. And I can't wait for my off-season as well. I'm planning that right now, looking forward. Always looking forward or planning ahead is so important. Overall, this week, again, gonna recruit some sort of body, lose some body weight, hopefully. Try and maintain or improve numbers in the gym, which I've been doing previously, or the previous weeks, I should say, which have been fantastic. And just keep ticking the boxes. That's all you simply need to do. Be patient, tick the boxes, and finish the day thinking, right, have I done absolutely everything I possibly could in order for me to improve my physique? So I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this check-in. If there's any questions, anything that you guys want me to go through, then please comment down below. If you've watched this, comment down below garden. Here we go. Comment down below garden. I'm sitting in my garden right now. It's starting to rain actually, so luckily I'm finishing. Comment down below garden if you watched the whole thing. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow in my refeed day, which is, yes, fucking exciting. See you in a bit.